the greatest wrestling match ever.
He's a moves guy.
It's basically Nitro.
The King of Lions.
2K!
Ready to learn the lyrics to King.
Main event Dewdrop.
Beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
We're live, pal.
Hi guys! That's good, right? Like a Hall of Famer does that every day. Like that's good, right?
Maybe
Is it good?
you could try something else.
Okay.
Maybe try another gimmick.
We still live? You want me to
Yeah,
tell
we're
them what
we're
episode
still
we're on
live.
and stuff? Okay, cool. Well, today we're watching the WCW, the Nitro, the May 20th, 1996. This is Two Marks Pod, the worst wrestling podcast you know, maybe.
I don't know!
Button press, yeah. I did that in reverse order, I think, but that's what you get when you ask me to remember how you do that. I have tacos, so I should be in a good mood.
Oh yeah,
And
I've got the. Though it's almost gone now since we've been sitting here forever.
well, I have non-branded tacos,
Oh really?
and I made them myself.
Well, I would tell you to lie and say that it was actually from. Except they missed half my fucking order.
Does it count if I use the Taco Bell sauce on my own tacos?
It absolutely counts.
I have some packets. Let me go get one.
Well, while he's off getting some Taco Bell packets, go ahead and get zeroed out on Nitro.
All right, now I have
Yay!
sort of. I'm still sicker than shit.
Are ya? Are ya?
Yeah, a little bit. Just a little
Sorry to
bit.
hear that, man.
I guess the flu is kicking a lot of people's ass this
Yeah.
year, so that's...
Somebody I know had flu recently. Can't remember. I think it was. Oh, it's like the. It was the supervisor at my wife's job. Apparently missed some time. Like went on vacation, but couldn't go on vacation because she got the flu, which really sucks.
That kind of sucks, yeah.
And then
I wish I could do that now, though.
on top of that, not flu related, but my cousin's house, his whole house was like throwing up to the point of dehydration and going to the hospital. It was pretty bad, apparently.
Well, I'm feeling the dehydration because it just feels like I have something in my throat that I cannot get rid of. And I'm just sucking down everything I can. So,
wow, that's certainly a way to put it.
yeah, that sounded not great, but I don't give a shit.
Are you ready to watch Nitro?
Yeah.
That's good, because my computer is having a freaking... Hopefully all this is fine. Alright, I'm going to do a countdown. You know what it sounds like. If you don't, you're going to find out. 3, 2, 1...
We've got an hour and 9 minutes, but the Raw that goes against this on the Peacock is only 48 minutes.
So this is an hour and a half special Nitro, I guess?
I have no idea. I decided screw it and I put Raw up on a different tab, and Raw started with an image of one of the pig farmers making out with Sonny. So,
Yikes.
and then they went into their intro like a second later. So, yep.
That's entertainment, pal.
I bet one guy was entertained.
I bet Vince is on commentary and screaming something.
Show those little titties.
Something like that. I don't know. Or something horribly inappropriate.
Boobies.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, man.
Where's Bongo? No, he's not a porn star. Where's Bongo?
And Bongo is... Oh, hey, here's Bongo. The Slamboree pay-per-view that should have went up yesterday here on this special Tuesday edition of WCW Nitro. God willing, if I can edit that fast.
So now WCW is showing Bongo from Slamboree, and meanwhile Steve Austin is about to face Mark Marrow with Sable on the other channel. So
there's no way.
Literally, I'm staring at Sable right now on my other screen.
I mean, there's no way that, like, WCW is about to cut ahead. You know what I mean?
I mean, I get what you mean, because, like, it's Steve Austin, and we've been gushing over Mark Marrow, and everyone loves looking at Sable. But, this is not Johnny B. Bad, and this is not Stone Cold, so I don't know. But yeah, meanwhile, WCW's still talking. Yeah, boobies. They're still talking, and Steve Austin and Mark Marrow are in a collar and elbow. So yeah, Raw is winning right now.
Raw is winning right now, but here comes, I think, Booker T. I think I heard the Harlem Heat.
If Booker T is coming, then that means that Nitro's winning again.
Oh shit!
No, that's Fire and Ice.
I did not hear the Harlem Heat music.
They're gonna face the Steiners.
So it's gonna be beef on beef here.
Yep.
B is somewhere overly excited to watch wrestling.
Yeah, this tag match kind of has the potential to be better than a Ringmaster and Mark Marrow match, actually.
Yeah, kind of does. It kind of does.
No offense to those guys, but
yeah, I mean,
because we love Mark Marrow, but
Steve became the hottest in the business when he was doing like fast-paced brawling, and like really mastered that style.
Yeah,
with like a little bit of technical bits in it. So like, oh my god, dude, fucking Scott Steiner is a freak.
Yeah. Freaks and peaks, man.
Freaks and peaks, goddamn, this man could like bicep flex and crush a human skull. You seen the clip of the dude who like breaks an egg and he thinks he's special and he's like built different or whatever? So Scotty could do that with like a human skull.
Yes he could. And everyone would just be like, "Yep, that's Scotty."
Yep, that's Scotty.
He does that sometimes.
He definitely does that sometimes. Man, this is like the third time I've tried these Taco Bell chicken nuggets. They're pretty good.
I only had them the one time. I'm pretty broke right now, though, so.
I feel that.
I haven't paid my internet bill yet either, so it's actually great that we're able to do the podcast still. I love that they're not like...
Are you like running late?
Yeah, just a little bit. But I love that they're like, it's not a big deal. Unlike a lot of companies that are like, oh god, it's been a day, shut it off. You know?
Sorry, I'm trying to chew and talk at the same time. Well, if you're a long-term customer and you spend a lot of money with them, and ideally, hopefully, don't have a history of like missing payments and shit like that, then this should be reasonable. You know what I mean? It's just logical. How do I sound, by the way?
Sound fine.
Different than normal, better than normal, worse than normal?
Sounds about the same, honestly, I think.
Because we got new flooring, new floors in, and technically I've got a bunch of junk in the middle of my room, so the acoustics might be a little off.
Yeah, if it is, I haven't noticed it yet. So,
I mean, also I've got like freaking AC blowing in the background, so that's honestly mostly what I'm concerned about. I'm always worried about that. Man, I'm really disappointed when you told me that this fire and ice thing doesn't last very long.
yeah, because like they're a couple of solid workers.
No, yeah, I really like this act. I mean, I guess it's not really an act, it's just two big guys, but...
Two big guys with contrasting singlets.
Yeah, they're just like a powerlifter tag team, pretty much.
Kinda, yeah.
I'm into it, though. Man, when you were a kid, did you ever see those shows where, like, or see, like, a presentation of, like, a powerlifter, strongman type deal where, like, they tear the phone book in half and they bend the bar and all that good stuff? Did you ever get to see any of that as a kid?
I don't think I've seen any of that as a kid, but I know what you're talking about.
I definitely remember it had to be like, in my head, it's like a church or a daycare or something. But being like a little kid with a bunch of other little kids, and like they bend the bar and they rip the I definitely remember that.
Like Braun Strowman.
Yeah, Braun Strowman. And then after he got done bending bars and ripping phone books, he told us about all the places he's taken a dump at.
A dump, yeah. Good shit. God damn, that's good shit. Literally.
God damn, that's good shit.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve Austin's got Mark Mero on the mat in a headlock, and they're just sitting on the mat. So I would say Nitro's
winning right now, yeah.
It's winning on in-ring, but as far as, like, interesting, like, there's not really a reason for me to be invested in this Ice Train Scott Norton Steiner Brothers tag match other than, oh, hey, these guys are all really good, and I'm sure they're going to do a good wrestle.
I'm into this match.
It's not bad. It's not anything to write home about.
No,
but it's
absolutely not.
Yeah. It's the fucking Steiners and two big boys, and they're doing big boy things. And
I mean, Scott Norton is kind of like a fucking... like a legend, obviously, but there's another word I'm looking for here. But just, like, how he doesn't have, like, the craziest career in America. Apparently he's, like, crazy big deal in Japan.
Yeah.
But just is an absolute monster. I guess this match is being thrown
out. Great. That's the WCW special.
What is the
Let's
official
have a good match
finish?
and then just double count out.
Double count out. I didn't see the ref count to 10 or 20 or whatever the rules were in WCW, but
they literally just went to the floor. There's no way. There's no way that was a double countout. That was just, we'll go to the floor spot and then throw the match out and move on. Because this match doesn't matter. Never mind that shit. Here comes Eddie Guerrero and Ric Flair. You know what that means.
What do you think the chances
weird
are that...
Sting...
What do you think the chances are that the Steiners didn't want a job to Fire and Ice? Or the other way around? And that's why they did the double count out.
Yeah, pretty good chance. And then Bischoff's probably just like, whatever, it's a match for good wrestling to open the show. Who cares?
Whatever, we're signing other guys to the company who will also not do
He's just
jobs.
like, it just needs to be a good match for like 5 minutes, and then who cares? Just throw it out.
Was it just for 5 minutes? Oh my god. About 10.
5.5 minutes, yeah.
Oh, really? Wow. They talked for that long in the beginning, huh?
Yes. Stone Cold still hasn't beaten Mark Marrow yet. In case you're wondering.
Are they still in a headlock?
No, so right now... Oh, Savio Vega just, like, whipped Steve Austin with a belt. And this is match as a DQ. The 90s.
Well, here comes PopPop to save the day.
Even Vince's show, he's like, whatever, just wrestle good for 10 minutes and then Savio will hit you with a belt. Like a literal, not like a title belt, but like the belt on his pants. Anyway, here comes Liz and Woman, and
Boobies.
It's about that time.
Boobies.
When you guys want to talk about some fucking wrestling, come get me. I'll be in my fucking room.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
Why are they showing a tank on Raw? What?
There's a tank on Raw? Are you sure that's not
There's an image of a... Yeah, there's an actual tank. And now they're showing, like, Ahmed Johnson with a child? So Ahmed Johnson went to a third world country, I guess? I don't know.
Just Ahmed.
Yeah, it's just an Ahmed Johnson hype package, but there was like a tank firing rounds before they showed him. I don't... What?
Is this before or after he shot on Jeff Jarrett?
Ahmed was shooting the tank at Jeff Jarrett's house.
It's not what I meant.
And then they said, hey, knock that off. There's a young Taylor Swift in there.
Flair is out here taunting Macho with his ex-wife, crazy style.
And Kevin Sullivan...
Do I hear a goat in the background?
Probably. There's Minecraft happening, but yeah, probably. Now they're hyping up Goldust versus Warrior on Raw.
Oh God.
That'll put butts in seats. Here comes Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero.
All right. So far, Nitro is winning pretty hard.
I would say Warrior's holding a baby and signing autographs now, and barely touching a dog.
Is this before or after he told the little kid to go fuck himself?
Apparently there's an Ultimate Warrior comic book. Okay.
Yeah, Destrucity.
Oh God.
Who's that? Is that like Beamont?
Oh, we got a run-in from a little one. And Eddie's got his headlock. He's holding on for dear life as they reach the ropes. And now Rick's got a headlock. He said, "Fuck you, I'm in control." Shoulder tackle, drop down, leapfrog, drop kick. By God, we got a good wrestle going on here.
By God, but I kind of want to screen cap this
Headlock
fucking
takeover.
X-Pac. Damn it, I missed it. fucking X-Pac in fucking 90, whatever the fuck year we're in, 96. He's fucking ripped, dude.
Oh, he's on the gas?
Like 1-2-3 Kid has like the fucking 8-pack, and it was weird.
1, 2, 3.
And then
kid
now
has
he's
an 8-pack.
yeah, and then like now the match is starting, and he's got the fucking singlet up, and you can't see it. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man?
You killing your own gimmick.
I never knew he was that fucking ripped. But he came to the ring with the singlet down, and you could see like the abs and shit. And he was fucking ripped, dude. Never mind that shit, because PopPop's about to fight up from a headlock here.
Again. Into the corner. They're on commentary talking about Deborah and the cookies and Bongo.
That is hilarious that Deborah and WWF's gimmick is I make really shitty cookies. And that happens more than once.
Does it happen more than once?
It happens more than once where she makes cookies, yeah. Because remember, I was talking about it that one time, and then I was like, oh no, this isn't that moment. It's just cookies for the holiday party. Yeah, so it happens more than once where she makes cookies.
I'm eating the cookies, Deborah.
And apparently the fact that they're notoriously bad is why he didn't want to eat the cookies, Deborah.
Notoriously bad cookies. They
Yeah,
set up
apparently
her making... They had her make cookies several times in a row just to make the payoff the cookies suck.
Yep.
By God, thank you, Brian Ewerts.
Yeah, are you not sports entertained, pal?
Meanwhile, The Rock is on TV, but my name's Billy!
Hooray! They said Toronto!
I think that's a little bit after that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Another big drop kick, and another big drop kick over the top. PopPop could wrestle a broomstick and make it look good, but Eddie
It's a
Guerrero
hot take.
is no broomstick. What's
It's a hot take that The Rock is not actually a good promo. He just has great timing. He's not really like good with his words or anything. It's not like he's a wordsmith. He just has incredible comedic timing. That's all it is. Like remember in like 2012 where he'd come back and be like, "Cookie Puss is trending on Twitter. In like 5 seconds, they're gonna chant Cookie Puss at you, John Cena," or some shit.
And Fruity Pebble, that's literally what I was about to bring up. That, like, 2012, 11 bullshit era where him and Cena are feuding, and it's like...
Not good promos.
It's not good. It's not good. It doesn't age well. It didn't age well in the moment.
Like, the best line that he drops when he's shitting on Cena is he's like, calls him, like, bloated Wonder Woman or something stupid.
That's pretty bad.
That's the best line, yeah. And when you look at it, it's like, that's kind of corny. Like, Ric Flair could do circles around The Rock, honestly.
Oh, dude. One of my favorite promos of all time is Ric Flair yelling at Vince McMahon. Who are you? Like the people will clip it to fucking be like when you're
Ric Flair. That's all he has to do is just he just has to tell you he's Ric Flair, and you gotta go like, yeah.
As soon as he says I'm Ric Flair, it's the greatest promo of all time. And
and then he takes off the shoe.
Yep. Every now and
Eddie's
then
making his life miserable doing the strut, by the way.
Yeah. Every now and then TikTok will recommend me the entire Woo Off promo with Ric Flair and Jay Lethal, and I'll watch the whole thing. And I'll be amazed every time about how it's still one of the greatest TV segments in pro wrestling history.
So, on that note, actually, TNA low-key had like really good director or something, because like the camera cuts that they would do, like the fucking zoom on Ric Flair's like veiny forehead as he's like getting irritated at Jay Lethal. The fucking zoom, you know what I'm talking about. That's
I know
good shit.
exactly what you're talking about, and it's such good shit. I think it's the same production guy that AEW has now. I'm pretty sure.
Well, they need to start telling that guy when stuff's coming up, because like that camera work was just on another level in that era of
absolutely
TNA.
it was.
Like I always bring up the Bobby Roode and the beer bottle, where they just like they zoom out and he's looking at this beer bottle like lovingly, and you can see like the mood change where it's like, oh fuck, he's gonna use that.
It is. Yeah. That's another one of like cinematically one of wrestling's greatest moments. TNA has had some incredible moments over the years. We say as we're watching Eddie Guerrero versus Ric Flair on Nitro.
Yeah. He's bumping his ass off for him. He wants to make Eddie, man.
Hell yeah.
He's like, this is the dude. I'm going to sell like crazy for him. We're even going to do that spot I like where my ass gets shown. He really loves that, doesn't he? Is that how he convinces the ladies to go to the hotel room after the show? He's just like, did you see my ass?
I think you'd have to have a more impressive ass than Ric Flair to be able to say that.
I don't know.
Respectfully.
He does that spot a lot, and I'm just like trying to figure out why.
Well, now we're discussing the caliber of ass that Ric Flair has.
Of Ric Flair?
Yeah. Couple of kickouts from Eddie here.
I don't know, man. Different time, I guess. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Show those little titties.
This is the part of the show where we just lust over Liz and woman, though.
And you're not wrong.
And by we, I mean mostly me.
I think my earbud's about to die.
That sucks.
Vamp for a minute while I fix my technical issues.
Well, back on Raw, Savio Vega and the 123 Kid are going at it, and $1 Million Man is on commentary just yelling. I don't know what he's saying because it's muted. He's like turning another color. Savio beats Kid. Austin's in post-match beatdown on Savio. And they're just brawling, so this is actually good. Because Steve Austin can do a good brawl. And Kid just roundhouse kicked Savio in the back of the head. And now they're both beating down Savio. And DiBiase's loving it. And, oh, shit. What are they going to do? Steve Austin's got Savio's belt. Oh, wait, no, that's too long to be his belt. That's like a leather strap match belt. And he's tying his arms where he can't move his arms. Double down from Ric Flair and Eddie Guerrero, though. Ted just put a hat on Savio. They tied him up to put a hat on him? I don't understand what's...
Yeah, I was about to say, are we watching Nitro or Raw?
Well, I was confused by Raw, so I was like, it piqued my interest for a second, because I don't understand why they tied him up just to put a hat on him.
Strange booking on Raw? What?
Imagine that.
Eddie's gonna whip out the figure four on
Oh my god. You know Rick really loved Eddie even this early then, because he did not
Rick
have to
wanted
allow
make
that.
Eddie in WCW. I've always heard that. When does Eddie and the rest of the crew go over to the Fed? Is it in 2000 or 99?
Yeah, about 2000. I don't know about Eddie himself.
Well, Eddie goes with Saturn and Dean, right?
Around the same
And-
time, yeah.
Or is Dean a part of that? And Benoit.
Benoit, Malenko, and Saturn.
Yeah.
And
okay.
it's 2000. It's literally January of 2000. So yeah, they're going in 4 years. We've got 4 years of Eddie Guerrero on WCW, and then he's gone. But to be fair, the show's pretty much gone at that point. Once we get to 2000s WCW, it's pretty well dead. So,
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, my understanding is that year they did best ofs for Christmas, for Nitro and Thunder in 2000, and it's just like, what content are you pulling from?
right.
Besides Sid going, 22.
Oh man!
Goldberg! Why Goldberg?
I really need to get to that point and watch like that feud to figure out like
fuck.
why that shit was happening, because I do not know the context of all of that.
It's so fucking funny. I don't care. It's one of my favorite clips.
They're showing a recap of the pig farmer making out with Sunny and then pinning her boyfriend in Raw again. That's fun. Man, they're really putting over Eddie here.
Yeah,
Talking
they are.
about he's
Art
a
of
young
Lion, all that
lion
good
and
stuff.
yeah. Drop to behind the big roll through.
Big
I forget
kick
what
out
that's
there.
called. I know that specific version of a roll up has a name. I can't remember it.
Sorry, I tried to mute
My God.
mute myself there. I'm having a sneezing fit.
Bischoff's putting over the Giant and Arn later.
Oh, is that tonight? Yeah, I guess it is tonight. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And DDP's back, so he's on the show.
You think we'll get a spine buster on the Giant?
God, I hope so, honestly.
Probably not, but I'd kill a man to see that. Yo, did you hear Peenan just say big feet of Ric Flair?
No, I didn't. I had
Oh
to
my
mute for a
God.
second.
He said, right on the big feet of Ric Flair. I mean, big cheek. And he was like, and then
Okay.
Bischoff's like, what did you say? I forgot what I
Something,
was going to say because
something.
that caught my ear and it made me laugh.
Something Space Mountain.
Big stand, woo!
He's doing the seizure cell off of Tornado DDT. 1, 2, Flair kicks out. My God, man. Rope walking, Hurricane Rana.
Man, they're doing a lot of shit here.
He flare flops even after he already sold the Hurricane Rana. That's great.
Time and everything. This should have opened the show.
Honestly, it should have, yeah. If they were going to put it on in the first half, they may as well have had it open, yeah. The big frog splash! And he tweaked his knee, and he's selling his knee. No. Yeah, this goes about 20 minutes, so it's probably getting pretty close. Flair is trying to kip up, but he can't.
He's not Shawn Michaels.
He's also gassed and he's selling. Oh man, he went for the figure four, he gets shoved off. Going for it again.
Didn't even look like
And
he
that'll
got
probably
shoved
do it.
off. It looked like he just bumped himself. Oh, now
He's got it
on.
locked in. He's doing that thing where he hammers at them while they're in the move. Like he's desperate or something. Woman's holding Flair's arm, giving him more leverage. He got a pin off the figure four! Whoa! I don't think I've seen that. Or if I have, I forgot.
I've only seen it a couple of times.
We've probably seen it on this pod, and I just fucking forgot, like Jerry Lawler.
That
That's
was
the
the
first
finish
time!
to... Hey, you watched Ric Flair's last match, right?
Well, yeah,
'Cause
but
that's
I
the
don't
finish to
remember that.
He does figure four into a pinfall like that.
I only remember one thing coming out of Ric Flair's last match, and we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
Because it's the spot that everyone hated. That's the only thing I remember.
800 collect.
Is that still a thing? That can't still be a thing, right? Probably long gone. We're taking it to Mean Gener.
We got Meme, By God Gene interviewing Flair with Woman and Liz. The people pop just at the mention of Randy Savage.
Well, Raw's main event is about to be on because Bulldog is in the ring with his wife and Jim Cornette and what looks like a lawyer.
Ric Flair says that Macho Man's in jail.
I mean, wow. Ric Flair's like, hey, Macho Man, I fucked your wife. Woo. He didn't say that, but
So do you you said that you have the thing from Saturday night, right?
yeah, you want me to explain the Saturday night?
Yeah, go ahead and talk about the Saturday night.
Saturday night from like the day or two before, I guess it'd be 2 days before, was in Montgomery, Alabama. And the man called Stang defeated the man. Yes, he defeated the man called Mang.
Was Stang Ronk?
I guess not, because he won, so I guess he's not Ronk.
Okay.
You stink. Anyway, Jushin Thunder Liger was on this show and defeated Steve Dahl. Yeah. But that's cool. Liger's around, so like we're working with Japan and stuff. Chris Benoit and Kevin Sullivan defeated Mike Hayner and Rick Fargo. The Diamond Dallas Page defeated Billy Kidman. And then the Barbarian defeated Jim Duggan by DQ. And that's it. It's not like a 30 match card list anymore, which is nice. So
That
they've
is
reset
nice.
that show. It's not in the studio, I guess, because it's in Montgomery, Alabama. So maybe they're touring with that too now? I don't know.
Well, Ric Flair just stole
Anyway.
the champagne and ran off with the ladies.
That is pretty on brand. Up next, Ming and the Barbarian versus Sting and Luger. Always at the table with the food.
Oh my god. This is incredible. Shop, keep your hand off the ladies.
And Heenan lighting candles.
He's kind of struggling to light the candles. If you... He's like, I can't get it fucking lit. Oh, there we go.
Woo! Ric Flair in full gimmick with the robe with plate of fruit and food and shit. Champagne and ladies.
Heenan, stay out of the champagne. Well,
My God.
here comes... Is it Ming?
Ming and the Barbarian versus Sting and Luger.
My god. That's actually another tag team match with some badass heavyweights.
According to my match card, it's for the tag titles.
Oh. You know, I kind of forgot Sting and Lex were the tag champs.
Yep. I kind of forgot Sting and Lex was even, because they did that whole Battle Bowl, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Battle Bowl that DDP won out of nowhere.
Even
And
though
then
he didn't
never
have a
faced the
job.
Giant.
Yeah, we talked
he
about
doesn't have a
that.
job. Yeah.
We talked about how, more important stuff starts happening on the show, so they just kind of forget, I guess.
Well, it's a man called Stang, and here comes, I don't know.
I don't know!
No!
Yeah! What is he, the TV champion, too?
Yeah, U.S.
Is that right?
champion
Yeah.
or TV champion? One of those.
U.S. champion, I believe, is, Conan?
I think it's Conan, so it's TV champion.
We're actually getting, to a point where it's easier to follow who's fucking champion. That's great.
It is. We're actually semi-able to follow the show.
They're not just flopping the belts around one Saturday night or whatever.
Well, I mean, if Saturday night's going to be less and less matches, that means statistically there's going to be less and less important matches, like title matches, etc. Like the first time we saw the Cruiserweight title that they were announcing on Nitro was on pay-per-view, even though it had been crowned on fucking Saturday night.
Yeah.
That fucking doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, if you want to give the, you need to watch all the programs because you never know.
Hey, you know what else doesn't make any sense to me? Sorry to cut you off, but you know what else? Why aren't all the belts on Ming? Look at Ming. Who's gonna beat Ming?
That's true. I wouldn't want to fuck with Ming.
Put the belts on Ming, and then have Ming sit beside Tony Schiavone while you negotiate all the contracts. Now you can go on about what you were about to say.
Fair enough, man. Yeah. Because, yeah. You imagine if Ming was in the room when they were negotiating Hogan's contract, and he's like, "Oh, I want creative control, brother."
Ming just kind of puts his hand on the table. He just puts his hand on the table like, that doesn't work for me, brah.
You don't. Yeah, the fuck you do.
What the fuck is Hogan gonna do to Ming? What the fuck is Hogan gonna do to Ming? Every man who's ever pinned Ming in wrestling should thank him vigorously afterward. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right.
That's how you know it's a work, is anytime Ming ever loses, you know what I mean?
Ming shows up to Raw, in the modern day, and then they're, thanking him for the house, even though he hasn't wrestled in fucking years.
Well, Ming would be like
Cody Rhodes just walks up to Ming, "Thanks for the house, sir."
Thanks for the house. Yeah, dude. But seriously, though, Ming, the way he was just such a badass. He would have been like he is what Jacob Fatu is now. Sort of.
Yeah, similar
In
vibes.
some ways.
Yeah.
In some
You're
ways.
not wrong, actually.
You know,
I
there's a
see it.
scale. There's a scale. And it's like... Ming is on here somewhere, but usually Sam Roberts will
Sorry.
say... Oh, hey, we got another run-in? Sam Roberts will say something like, there's a scale from Yokozuna, and is at the one at the left end, and then in the middle is like Umaga, and then on the right is Jacob Fatu, where it's like, that's the natural progression of things. And somewhere on there is Ming. Ming might even be technically, like, belong before Yokozuna, maybe, or shortly thereafter, as far as, like, where he belongs on that scale. But he does remind me a lot of Jacob Fatu, now that I've said that out loud, like, physically.
Yeah. Oh, he's just spitting in Luger's face, and Luger's hot. And then he
think Ming
claps
could do
his
a
hands.
moonsault?
Probably.
I would be blown away and also not surprised at the same time.
I don't think Ming would care to do a moonsault,
No.
but
That
he
doesn't
probably
work for
could
me,
if he
brother.
wanted to. Yeah. He probably could if he wanted to, but you're not going to convince him to. He's like, I'll just beat the shit out of you, and that's
all he
good
would
enough.
have to do is just scare Gravity into not making him fall, and he can do whatever he wants. Atomic drop, big boot to Sting. Man, they're kicking the shit out of Sting here.
Like, honestly, just book Ming the Barbarian versus the Road Warriors versus the Steiners.
And Lex.
Yeah.
And the winner gets to be the new Road Warriors.
I imagine the match would just end in like a quadruple DQ, though.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no way you're getting a clean finish out of that.
How do you beat any of those guys? Woo! Sting kind of over-rotated on that. It looked like he landed all the way on his fucking hip. Didn't land very flat. Got fucking jerked crazy style.
He's like a wet rag out there. That's a... Alright.
Oh, they're both on top. Ming and Barbarian. Giant double headbutt.
Alright, well, they just simply win the tag titles then, right?
Sting kick out at one, and he's gonna sting up, and... Jesus.
And meanwhile, on the other channel, Bulldog and Jake Roberts are going at it, and Jake Roberts is still in his ring jacket, hobbling around. And that match is going to end in a no contest, so I'm just going to turn off Raw, because that sounds like shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I forgot you're still watching Raw.
I mean, like, barely. I just wanted to have it up for stuff to talk about, because my energy level is not that good.
No, I think you're doing great.
No. Alright. Well, I feel like I'm doing horrible, but that's just...
I feel like you're doing better than normal.
Probably because I have
Sick
so
more
much
often.
shit pulled up to... Yes.
Big atomic drop right on the little stingers. Hey, here comes the Barbarian.
My God.
By God.
That's-
And big ol' backbreaker. Fuck you, Sting.
And by God, we still got 2 more matches after this on Nitro. This is a good, decent little Nitro, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's an hour and a half now, right? So... Or is that just for
Oh my
this
God.
week?
I have no idea. We'll find out when it auto-plays the next episode, though.
Well, I was gonna ask. Oh, hey, we finally got the hot tag from Lex. Lex says, "I'm coming in, motherfucker," and he's gonna take him off the ropes. Irish whip, big not very big back body drop. He barely got him up. That was kind of ugly looking.
That was really not
Ming
great.
gets up for him though. Holy
Okay,
shit!
yeah. You can't drop Ming on his fucking head, that's for damn sure.
Hell, if you did, it'd break the ring. Ming would get Ming would get up fine, but the ring would never recover.
Yeah, I don't think Luger would be around for
No,
very long if he dropped Ming on his head. Sting is not legal.
Sting
He's
is
up
not
on the
legal. Is Barbarian legal? Barbarian's
I
legal.
believe
Yeah.
Barbarian is legal, yes. Barbarian and Luger. He's going to try to save his partner, despite the issues they've had. Which I guess we're just dropping that storyline for like the 100th time.
What do you mean? They made up. Kinda.
Did they?
Sting and Lex retain.
Alright.
Man called Sting.
Okay, Sam.
Sting, who's completely given up on his blonde hair at this point.
Yeah, but I like that there's still like a little bit there.
Dad, I told you, put it in.
I pulled up the Wikipedia page for this episode, which I assume you already had. I was hoping that would like reference notes of how it's like a longer episode.
Yeah. No, I've got the Pro Wrestling Wiki website up, the fandom website.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Okay. Yeah, no, it doesn't have shit. It does tell us that we're in Louisiana, though. I didn't make mention of that at all. And Raw is in
Okay, I found another review
Iowa.
on the website. Wow, Macho Man's outside the building freaking out. It says it's the night after Slamboree and the final 1 hour show in the history of Nitro. Except it's more than an hour, so...
Well, I guess that's the benefit of billionaire Ted just being like, give them whatever they want. Does that mean, are they going to 2 hours next?
Yeah.
So these Sundays are gonna get longer for us then. That's
Just a little
not
bit.
great.
I think it'll be fine. Macho Man's in full gear, though.
Considering the show is gonna get better, and it's not terrible this week, I think, yeah, we'll be fine. I probably won't complain that much once we get into the stuff that's familiar.
Familiar and actually, like, decent quality.
Where you going?
I think it'll still be kind of wishy-washy. There are probably still gonna be weeks where it's not great, but
Oh, for sure. The second a motherfucker shows up on the screen called Crowbar, I'm out, though.
yeah, I get that. Speaking of motherfuckers showing up that are kind of, haven't we been getting vignettes for what's his face, the Mortal Kombat dude, for like a month now?
Iceman Chuck Liddell?
Yeah, Iceman Chuck Liddell. When's he show up? Sting with all the gimmicks, or Sting. DDP with all the gimmicks,
Sting
the
with all
rings
the
and the
gimmicks.
robe and the.
Oh, hey, here, it's Iceman Chuck
Hey,
Liddell's
yeah,
promo
yeah,
package.
Here comes Stone Cold Chuck Liddell.
Stone Cold Chuck Liddell. What?
Glacier, that's his name. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I genuinely forgot what he was called for a second there. When the hell does Glacier
It's
show up?
funnier if we just keep calling him the wrong name, though.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sub-Zero coming to WCW.
I'm gonna find out because I'm tired of these vignettes now. I'm gonna find out when he shows up. Blood runs cold. Okay, blah blah blah. When does he fucking debut? Why did I find his wiki and find the blood runs cold thing and I can't find the date of the match that he has?
That's really weirdly specific. If I literally get on my phone...
No! He also suffers from the same fate as DDP. Apparently he's intended to debut in July, but it gets pushed back. So, watching these vignettes for a month, and then he's supposed to debut 2 months from now, but then that doesn't even happen. Ugh.
So we're going to be seeing these Glacier vignettes for a hot minute, is what I'm hearing?
I think they probably quit putting them on when they realize they're pushing it back. So we'll see them for a bit, and then we won't, and then we'll probably see them again way later. But yeah, it's some things are gonna happen that I guess wasn't in the original plans of the show. They get some new guys coming soon, and
Oh, fuck this fucking shit.
they start to push these gentlemen really hard, and everyone else kind of has to take a back seat for a minute.
Well, here's
So-
DDP with a cigar and gum and rings. And he's got tape around
Everything.
his stomach. Or is that just part of his tights? I can't tell.
I mean, he did wrestle multiple times on the show, the pay-per-view.
I mean, this isn't jeans and a leather vest DDP, so I'm really not invested yet.
Yeah, I don't care either.
And who's this he's wrestling? Is that the one of the Bullets kids?
It's Brad Armstrong, yes.
Yeah. I think we've only seen him wrestle here a couple times. We watched him on the pay-per-view, I think, wrestle Dean Malenko. And that's like the only time I really remember seeing him on the podcast. And I think I was away for half of that.
Yeah, I think that was the match that you were away for a bit, because I was like, oh, this is actually decent. Yeah.
A hell of a mullet this guy's got on him. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, DDP needs, the vest, and he needs to go bang in his entrance and have all the pyro, and... Yeah.
Man, they're working here. Holy shit. Also, besides this and the fucking pay-per-view, I've never seen him wrestle much. So the fact that, this guy who I know is a referee was once in crazy good jacked shape.
Yeah.
Bro's over here with, abs and shoulders and glutes and shit. And I'm just like, God damn. I just know this guy is a skinny referee.
Right, yeah.
We are back live with the 13-time heavyweight champion, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Bobby Heenan, and Eric Bischoff on commentary. I wonder if Woman and Liz are still standing there.
I would imagine so, but maybe they let them go to the back since they're not on screen or anything. Who knows?
Show those little titties.
God. I
You
mean,
guys
yeah,
talk
but
about some fucking wrestling. Come get me. I'll be in my fucking room.
Right now, DDP is the number one contender.
yes, technically.
You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it. especially because the main event is a world title match that does not contain DDP. So, is he really the number one contender if other guys are just getting shots casually?
And then also, like, it's just so out of nowhere. I could kind of understand why people sometimes would say that Bischoff was nepotisming DDP in there. Like, don't get me wrong, DDP hits eventually, and he gets there and he's crazy top star people's champ DDP. But, like, this DDP being number one contender for the world title, even if he never gets it, god damn, what a fucking face bump on the floor.
I mean, DDP.
Ric Flair says he used to do that to Savage when he could actually get into the ring and wrestle.
That's great.
Sorry,
this DDP, this is the type of DDP where you make him number one contender so that he can have a TV title match with the Giant and make him look good. But instead of that, we're going, we'll just keep building him up as the... That was not the best diamond cutter he's ever hit either, but... Didn't need to be, I guess. But instead of that, we're doing freaking Arn Anderson, which is great.
It's great, but we're probably not going to see a spine buster on the Giant.
Yeah.
I don't even think we're going to see a fucking DDT. Oh, a self high five?
That's great. All the gimmicks, DDP.
Self high five. I still get DDP's like motivational TikToks sometimes.
No, I love DDP.
Oh yeah, I've got all the time and all the love in the world for DDP.
Any interview or anything with DDP, I'm listening to that shit because he's a good conversation.
He's got so many good stories too, man. Did you hear the story of him talking about when he was there when like Lex went to the hospital when he like was having issues like walking or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, what is this promo? He's been talking
I have
for 5
no
seconds,
idea.
and I'm already like...
He just did like a hip thrust though, so...
Wow, this is pretty rough.
Yeah. Still all the gimmicks DDP. But that's crazy to hear him like using self high five as a thing here.
All the gimmicks DDP, and his like goatee looks like shit too. Oh my god.
And he's kind of doing the bang, the diamond cutter taunt.
He's kind of doing bang. He's kind of doing a couple of the things that did end up hitting.
But he's just doing everything, and it's like none of it is hitting because of it. Yeah.
He's doing like 50 other things. Yeah.
Whoa, bro, just do the self high five and the bang, and that's it. That's it. That's all you need. And then hit the diamond cutter, and you're good, bro. That's all you need, my man. And then eventually, when you're wrapping up the in-ring career, get into yoga for some reason, because that shit hits too. It is crazy to think that I just closed out my Raw tab after saying Jake Roberts is stumbling around the ring, and now we're over here talking about how great DDP is.
Yeah.
But anyway... That's a different story for
Jake
DDP
Roberts' story is crazy. Another great story, too. I mean, great in a different way, I think, but...
Yeah, no, yeah. It ended good.
Yeah. You gotta have a strong stomach for some of the early stuff, though. Fuck Grizzly Smith. Anyway, DDP's leaving the ring. Gene's, killing time,
He's
I
like,
guess?
what? Yeah, it does look like he's kind of filling time. He, like, even looked at his watch.
Or no, he's shooting to Bobby and them. Here comes Arn and the Giant.
That is definitely a match card pose. He's just thumbs up.
Thumbs up. He's got
He's
like a
make
mean
the
mug
Giant
and a
look not
thumbs up.
shitty. You got it, pal.
He's like, how am I supposed to be next to the Giant and look not shitty? What are you talking about? Have you seen him? Have you seen me? Oh, it's that sweet guitar. Oh, baby. That fucking
music.
4 Horsemen guitar. I'm gonna have to clean up my
when they put
workstation.
I love when they put that music in the WWE games because I like using that. Honestly,
Arn's got the devil with him.
Rick's still on commentary, glazing up Arn.
Hell yeah.
Great.
What else are you gonna do? He's not gonna toot his own horn, you gotta toot it for him. You're not gonna sell for me?
He pulls out the Glock.
God damn, that's good shit.
I mean, I suppose we got spare buttons now. We can put the Glock back on here.
Well, here comes the Giant.
Well, here comes the Giant!
I get why Vince decided to name him the Big Show, because I don't know. It's not much better, but like, how the hell is this dude walking out here and they're like, his name is the Giant. That's his name.
No, yeah, there's a lot of bad names in wrestling.
The Big Show is not much better, but it's
not.
I don't know. Because it's literally the
also-
same thing. He just changed it slightly.
I got normalized to the Big Show, though.
Yeah. But it's literally, you're still just saying, this is a big dude. That's his name. Big man. It'd be like if Rey Mysterio came out and they just were like, and his opponent, short Latino. Like,
Kevin Sullivan's out here telling Jimmy Hart that he wants to make sure that Arn Anderson gets a fair shot.
And you're like, moving on from
yeah. I kind of didn't even hear what you said, if I'm being honest. What did you say? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
I was like, this would be like if Rey Mysterio came to the ring and they just announced him as short Latino.
Oh.
And then you're like, oh, and then which
Anyways,
is probably the
so
right
yeah,
move.
4 heels in the ring. Or 4 heels in this segment. I guess the Giant's kind of a babyface. He's in that tweener stage right now. But realistically, it's 4 heels saying, hey, honor among thieves, let's try to make this a fair match.
You think if Arn showed up with like a super legendary tan, Bischoff would have said, God damn, let's put the belt on him.
Motherfucker had a legendary tan every time he wrestled ever. What are you talking about?
I was making the joke about Sting wasn't tan enough.
I know you're making a Sting isn't tan enough joke. They should have put Arn in that position because the man's tan was never lacking.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Man, Arn is like throwing everything at this man. He's just like, I'm gonna do everything, and don't you fucking sell for me one little bit.
And the
Oh my
Giant's
God.
saying,
I'm dumb as fuck. I'm sorry.
Watch Arn proceed to like just wrestle around the Giant here.
holy shit, dude.
Because that's what's about to happen. Arn is gonna
Yeah.
fucking work his ass off, and the Giant's gonna look like $1 million. 'Cause
He's like, Ric Flair ain't the only one that can do that, motherfucker. I'm a horseman too.
fuck. This is just a Arn Anderson fan podcast. Once again.
Arn Anderson appreciation podcast with lusting over Liz and woman, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, can you blame us?
Kinda. And then when Hulk Hogan's around, we shit on him. He's not around, thankfully. But I
hasn't
fear
been on
that's
TV
gonna...
for a couple weeks now, has he? Was he on
Yeah.
last week?
It's gonna change soon, I fear, though. But
Yeah,
it won't be as
I can
miserable.
see him be on TV pretty soon, too.
Yeah, it won't be as miserable in a couple months, though, thankfully. But if you know, you know, folks.
It'll be a whole new world.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Arn gets rolled into the ring, and here comes the Giant. Oh, hey, he got him right in the Giant.
He pulled out the Giant's Glock.
He's he's hitting with these axe handles. Is he gonna be able to chop the Giant down?
Arn is literally doing like when I play 2K and I'm playing as a smaller guy and I'm like, I want to do a ground move now. Go down. And he's just spamming axe handles. Great.
Oh, he's going for the
Good
DDT.
These damn kids in their video game matches. God damn it. Oh, he's going to do the showstopper. Oh, God.
Arn's dead. Arn's not exactly known for kicking out of finishers.
PopPop's pissed.
Giant. Oh man, he's throwing down his headset. I'm the damn Giant. Or I'm the damn Giant. Bigger than the Dungeon of Doom, bigger than the Four Horsemen.
He did the laugh from the water boy.
The laugh from the water boy. Oh man.
That's another if you know, you know. Captain Insano shows no mercy.
I remember being a little kid and like, hey, that's the Big Show! You know?
Yeah. What the hell is he doing there? Yeah. Bischoff, if you could, like, take that weird denim vest off and just give it to DDP, that'd be great. He looks really weird with, like, the button-up shirt and the denim vest.
Yeah, it's definitely a stylistic choice he's got going on right now.
It's a different era for sure. Heenan is also leaving. He spilled the champagne. He's blowing out the candle. God damn it, Bobby.
Bobby's
he pocketed
taking the
a fruit
and the champagne, and he's taking.
I don't know why. I don't know why this is popping me so hard, but that's good shit. Eric's just trying to do the wrap up, and he's just over here taking shit. He's like, "See ya." And Bischoff just said, "We gotta go."
We're out of time! We gotta go!
Next week.
By God.
Pay no attention to the thumbnail on the up next.
Yeah. Something. Go home and smoke some more crack.
Something killer clowns. So yeah, the next episode is 1 hour and 33 on Peacock, so it's a 2-hour show. Oh man.
My God. We're in the era, brother. We're in the... At least for us, it's not like it's not a whole extra hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, thankfully, it's only gonna be like 30 more minutes.
God damn it. I'm trying to get the thing to stop doing stuff.
Man, it's gonna pop off.
All right, that was Nitro from whatever date it was in the beginning. I forget. I think it was May
20th.
And 1996. Follow us on all your socials at 2MarksPod. Subscribe on YouTube. 5 stars on Spotify. Give us a like. All that fun stuff. If you have any questions, send them to us at 2marksquestions@protonmail.com. I really need to figure out a better way to flow this outro, and we are desperately out of time.
We're out of time. We gotta go.
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
Hey, yo.